Okay, so we've got those pistons to move now, so I know I can blow them out with the compressed air. But before we do that, we need to separate this caliper. Most scooter calipers, not all, but most of them, are in two halves. This one, we just got to whip these bolts out and they'll come out. So we'll plug that in the vise. They're normally about 13mm, and with a bit of luck, there we go, there's the first one. Now, I'm looking at this bolt as it's coming out, and this is just an indication of how long this has been standing. Look at the state of that bolt. That is corrosion, aluminium corrosion. When it's white like this, it's a reaction between aluminium and steel. And that's just aluminium corrosion. That's bloody horrible. So let's have the other one out as well. And there you go. You can just see the back of that starting to move now on there. So we'll just try and keep the two halves together while you're taking the bolt out. I'll show you for why. Still needs a bit of help to come out, that one. Again, this is going to be down to aluminium corrosion around the threads. Oh, and you can see. You see the discoloration on the threads just here as that's coming out. Oh, and there you go. That's the two halves. Okay, so we'll take that out. Yeah, typical corrosion. Now, the reason I say keep the two halves together until you split them like that, like a little clamshell, is in one half there's going to be that kind of thing there. That is just a little rubber O-ring. And that goes in the hole that passes between each caliper half. Yeah? So that hole there will match up with that hole there. And that's your fluid passage. So that's the main thing that we've got to be concerned about, that passage is nice and clear. Now what we've got to do is we've got to blow these pistons out. So we're going to use compressed air for that. It's quite possible you're going to get some fluid blowout behind them as well. So keep your face out the way, or put a face shield on. And I've got my compressor ramped up to about 150 psi. So we're just going to cover that round there, and put that on there, and oh, little bit of spray. And as I said, you will get a bit of fluid shooting out the back. However, there's your piston, there's your caliper. Now inside of here there are seals, and actually there's only one in these calipers. So we'll just take that rubber seal out the inside of there and we'll replace it with a new one. Same on the other side. We'll also replace this O-ring, give the pistons a polish, check with those. They may be pitted. If they are pitted, then they'll be changed. And then we'll give the rest of this caliper a clean up because, as you can see, it's in a dire state. So I'll crack on with this and we'll see you on the rebuild.